morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to another episode of This Week in Comics. Today we will be covering most of the news, some of the news, a little bit of the news that has occurred for the week of August 18th, which was New Comic Book Day. Talk about a few things and then switch over to our comic book haul part of the video. Thank you for tuning in. Those who are new here, please subscribe, like, and share. And everybody else, join in along with them by hitting that like button and leaving a comment. Just a few things to talk about this week. First of all, we're going to talk about the Avengers Anniversary. That's going to occur in issue 50, which is legacy number 750. Always got something to celebrate. This is a 96-page book. A milestone issue consisting of multiple quote-unquote game-changing stories by an all-star lineup of artists to include in the multiversal Masters of Evil's first appearance, which was in the Hulk Avengers New Comic Book Day. This book will be written by Jason Aaron and Christopher Rosico. The art chores on this is going to be by Aaron Cooter, Carlos Pacheco, Ed McGuinness, Javier Garin, and Steve McInnes. I believe this is going to have two regular covers, one by Ed McGuinness and one by Steve McNiven. This is coming out on November 17th. Should be pretty dope, I believe. They have another variant, which is the first year of the MCU, or whatever, phase one. They have a cover for that. I'll be covering that later on. Next up, Daredevil 36 is going to be the end of the Chip Zdarsky, Marco Checchetto run as we know it. And this final issue will be released in November, I believe. Zdarsky says that this is not an ending, but it's a beginning. Also, Marco Checchetto had said to watch I guess Instagram and Twitter and all of that. On August 31st, they will be revealing news of Daredevil's quote-unquote future and other things. This goes on sale November 17th, and I felt a little disheartened. Marco Checchetto is not doing the art on that book, but I guess he's working on the next one. Me personally, everybody thinks that Matt Murdock's going to be gone. I think that the book is going to have both Elektra as Daredevil and Matt Murdock as Daredevil, and I would just call it Daredevils. That's just my take. This week we saw, just yesterday I believe, the last Eternals full trailer. You guys can check out my review on that. Took me a while to do it. I'm really not so savvy with the editing and all of that, but I hope you watched it and got my view on what I think of Marvel's Eternals. And also, don't miss my review on What If, the second episode, What If T'Challa became Star-Lord. It's pretty interesting. And with that, I just loop some video and talk. So even if you don't want to watch the video, you can listen to it. Coming up, I believe, in September 14th, and I say this because I'm the comic books art lover. I Am Batman #1, written by Ridley Scott, with art by Oliver Copel, is going to be released on September 14th. It was a big thing. Oliver Copel was talking on social media how people were coming at him for whatever reason, I guess for the Black Batman. But he's only doing one issue. He's only doing issue #1, which kind of sucks. This is supposed to be like some new ongoing series, and I thought Copel was going to be on the book. But apparently, Steven Sokovia is going to be drawing the book at least for the next 3 months after that. Like issues 2, 3, and 4 are in his ballpark, I believe. So we only get Oliver Copel for one book. Then I guess he's just back to doing covers. They got a couple of covers here. Cover A is by Copel. We have a Greg Capullo cover, a super dope motorcycle cover by Francesco Mattina, and a Wanted poster cover by Cale New. That should be pretty dope. But if you're a fan of Oliver Coble, or even if you're a fan of Jace Fox, which I'm not, this book is something to look out for. Marvel is giving us some MCU Phase 1 variant covers, which I spoke of before. All of these covers will be connected to some of the books coming out in November. Iron Man number 14, obviously, a tribute to the Iron Man 1 film by Marco Cicchetto. We have the Avengers 50, which of course was the Phase 1 Avengers movie by Arthur Adams. Captain America Iron Man number 1 is a tribute to the first Avenger. We have the Hulk one. That's the Donny Cates book. The variant for that is going to be done by Joe Bennett. And then we have Thor 19. Obviously, for the first Thor movie, I don't know the artist on that. And that pretty much is the news. We're not going to talk about all the flagrant stuff going on over there at DC with Robin and John Kent and all of that stuff. We'll leave that drama for everybody else. You guys stay tuned, and I will see you in a moment. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our second part of This Week in Comics. We had some technical difficulties reshooting this whole mess. I don't know how long I'm going to keep this going. I wanted to show you guys the haul, well, the rest of the haul that I had from last week, but I think I will not show those books. Don't want to keep you guys here too long. Sometimes it seems like I can just ramble on. Don't like to get in front of the camera, but when I do get in front of the camera, I just go on and on and on. But we'll just run through these books so you can get to the third part, which is a look at the books that we're going to be getting next week. And just a little preview like he used to do back in the days. But here's the haul from this week. All of these books came from Bailey's Comics. Shout out to Trung and everybody who has supported their local LCS. First, we have Miles Morales, number 25. This is number 25. Number 29, this is the fallout of the Clone Saga. Here, pretty dope cover. And at the end here, we get a first look at Miles Morales' new suit, which I particularly don't care for. But it seems like the design is one of those things that it depends on who's drawn this suit. It depends on what it looks like. I don't really care too much for it. Next up, we have Space Pirate Captain Harlock number 3. And that cover is by Derek True. Excellent book there. Gonna run through these so you guys can get to the next part of the video, and I won't keep you too long. Batman Catwoman number 6, the A cover. This is definitely one of the best drawn books of 2021. Make no mistake. Book is dope. Story's a little up and down, but the book is dope. Nightwing 83. Love the artist on this book. Mixed reviews on the story, but Nightwing is still doing pretty good. Shazam 2 of 4. Art by Clayton Henry. I have no idea why DC is so obsessed with Shazam in hell. Hopefully, he will find some virtue within himself to stay on the right track. You would think with the wisdom of Solomon that he would make better decisions. Bermuda, number 2 by Nick Bradshaw. No longer just beholden to cover art. He's doing his own book. And rightly so. There's a really, really super dope page in here. If I can just find it. Yeah, man. Look at that. Chaos. And this had like a 1 in 25 or some such J. Scott Campbell cover. But man, that thing was going for like $50. That's the J. Scott Campbell joint right there. I wanted it, but I was not inclined to pay the price that they were looking for. Ascender number 18. This is the final issue of this series. Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen. I gotta get a second copy of this. Always first and last issues. Try to have 2 copies of. Is it a man? Is it a machine? Is it a tree? Or is it fire? A little bit of all of that. Nocterra number 6. When big black girls attack. Got that right there. I think this is cover C. He had to represent. We got the 3rd printing of Radiant Black number 5. Looking like the Juggernaut there. Super dope. And we have Radiant Black number 7. It's almost like Go-Go Power Rangers time. All type of cats with the Radiant Black suits. And here we go. I think I might pick a second one of this up. That's dope. Walking Dead Deluxe number 21. We have the recolored version of the A cover from the original. And we have David Finch's cover, which is cover A, getting ready to chop that leg off. This book is dope. Can't show that. Can't show that either. Lord have mercy. We'll just show you that. Last page. Look at that in all its colorful glory. Yeah, it's Rated X moments in there. Glenn and Maggie and such. We got Kang the Conqueror, number 1. This is a Stormbreakers cover by R.B. Silva. And Kang does not play games. So the Grandmaster has learned. Got that Stormbreakers cover in the back. Hope the book is good. Kang the Conqueror's on fire right now for Loki's sake. Moon Knight number 2. Got that Peach Momoko variant. This cover's dope. And I had said it before. She's good, but there's a book coming out. I think it's an Amazing Spider-Man book coming out in November that she did a cover for. No bueno, man. Peach Momoko should not draw black characters. She botched it. And Moon Knight number 2, cover A, I believe that's by Steve McNiven. Fire right there. This week's Moon Knight, I think, had 4 or 5 covers. All of them were super dope. We got Sinister War number 3. Got that Marvel Universe cover of Kraven the Hunter. Every time I see this, I want more Marvel Universe. Marvel really needs to redo it, especially with some of the artists that they have on staff now. It would be dope. About to call her the Amazing. Spider-Woman number 14. This is dope. And Perry Perez has been consistent and has been on time with this book. Beautiful, beautiful interiors in this book. The Marvels number 4. A cover by Alex Ross. This book is fire too. I think I found some really nice looking stuff in here also. Guy's pretty good. He's kind of like I don't call him a bootleg Mark Bagley, but he kind of like a cross between Bagley and Perez a little bit. Really nice. Really nice. Interiors there. Books worth picking up. We have The Way of X, number 5. This is the first Way of X that I've gotten, of course. This is the Asian variant right there. And Huck Lee, killing it. Super dope. Jonah and the Unpossible Monsters, number 5. Got that hardcore black cover. Chris Samney and his wife. Super dope. And last 2 books. Michael Moorcock's Elric, The Dreaming City. This is cover C. Got that cover B on the way. We'll most likely show you next week. And last book, Batman 89, 1. What is this? 1 of 6? 1 of 6. Got that Michael Keaton Batman right there. And that is my haul for this week from the LCS. Looking forward to spend a little bit more time with you guys. Stay tuned for part 3 of This Week in Comics. What was that? Back already? One book I got in the mail. Wanted to share with you guys. Definitely a keeper. I got 2. Traded one to the LCS. And there you have it. X-Men #1. The J. Scott Campbell Rogue. Negative variant. A must-have for any X-Men, J. Scott Campbell, or Rogue fan. Remy LeBeau, eat your heart out. What is up, people? Welcome to the third part of This Week in Comics. Decided to add this along since I was having so much trouble with the video and I had to reshoot it because of some technological errors. We're going to have that in the middle, and here we are with our third part of the video where I will show you my comic book pull list for next week. Some really sick books coming out. Really heavy week. Got some super dope covers. One book for my son and just some really nice books from everybody. Okay, here we go. We got Detective Comics 1042. The A cover by Dan Mora. This issue is penciled by Victor Bogdanovic, I believe. And I think it may be the end of that storyline with the big butler-looking dude. Whatever. Barbaric #3, the A cover. This series has been pretty dope. Extremely happy with this series. The indies have it. Black Widow #10, the Mark Brooks cover. This is a cover buy only. Even though the series seems to be pretty dope, I was late on it, so I only grab them for the cover shots. My favorite book, Once and Future #19, is back. Showing the cover A here, although it does have a black and white version of this book that usually goes for $9 to $12, and it has a 1 in 25 not shown. Robin #5, looking at the B cover here. These B covers by Francis Manapul are just super dope. He's been killing it. Ruby Justice League #5, the A cover. That's for little Josh. And we got Something is Killing the Children #19. Only getting the A cover for that. We don't get incentives. We have Spider-Man Life Story Annual #1. The A cover for that. And this is done by the same team that did the original Spider-Man Life Story. I believe that's Zdarsky and Mark Bagley. Amazing Spider-Man #72. We got 2 covers for that. The Asian, the Asian variant. And the Marvel Universe cover, which features the Vulture for this one. Wolverine #15. This is a cover grab. Stopped buying Wolverine a while ago, but of course, gotta grab that Jubilee Asian variant cover. Wonder Girl #3. Just put up the B cover for that. I don't know what's going on with this book. Joel Jones. I don't know, man. Maybe her hands is hurting, some such, but oh man, I don't know. She only did the first issue, and the book was late. Who can tell? Fathom #1 is getting a reprint from Aspen Comics. All my Mike Turner fans out there, be ready to grab that. We got the 2nd issue of Icon and Rocket, only looking at the cover A. And we got the 3rd issue of Static, which I'm only showing the cover A. I don't think cover B was pictured just yet. Amazing Fantasy #2, the Peach Momoko cover, even though all 3 covers for this are pretty dope. I'm only highlighting the Momoko variant. Strange Academy #12. We have the A and B cover. The B cover is the character cover by Arthur Adams. And last book we're looking at is Symbiote Spider-Man Crossroads #2. Only looking at the A cover for that. Peter David and Greg Land one more time. And we will see you guys later. Thank you for enduring this extra long video. But we got some news, we got a haul, and we got what we're looking at next week. So as always, be great and do great. Peace.